myself Bhautik Trivedi, working as an assistant professor in IT/ICT department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. I will explain you the concept of firewall in system and network security. So here you just see, first of all of you know what do you mean by firewall. Why we use the firewall in a security or in a network. So the first most important point, the definition of the firewall is that is a one kind of choke point of control and monitoring. The most important term that is known as a choke point of control and monitoring. So second one, it interconnects different network with the different trust. Third one, with using the firewall, you can directly apply imposing the restriction on a network services. So why we use the firewall? What's the logic behind that? So that is generally used for imposing the restriction on a network services. So with using the firewall, you can directly apply only the authenticated traffic or authorized traffic. You can directly allow the authorized traffic with using the firewall. The most important concept, auditing and controlling access, that is the most important concept of the firewall. So for this you can implement the alarm for the different behavior. Which kind of behavior? For the abnormal behavior. So it provides the network address translation table using the concept of the monitoring. So these all are the parts of the firewall also. You can implement the virtual private network using the IP security. So this all about the concept of the firewall. So whenever you talk about the concept of the firewall, the most important thing is that's a one kind of choke point, and second one, with using this you can impose the restriction on a network services. After that, here you just see the simple diagram of the firewall. So firewall diagram, one internal network, one external network, in between I put the firewall. So internal network means what? Internal network means that's a one kind of enterprise network, and one that is the external network, that is means what is the meaning of this? That is the untrusted network. So here two types of network, one that is the protected network and second one that is the untrusted network. So in between you put the firewall. So after that, limitations of the firewall. So whenever you talk about the limitations of the firewall, so first limitation is that it cannot protect from attacks bypassing it. So it cannot protect from attacks bypassing it. Second one, it cannot protect against the internal threats. Third one, it cannot protect against access via wireless LAN. And it cannot protect against the malware that is imported via either laptop or personal digital assistants or storage infected outside. So whenever you talk about the limitations of the firewall, so mainly four limitations. First one, the important thing, that is the cannot protect from the bypassing attack, cannot protect against the internal threat, cannot protect against the access via wireless LAN, and cannot protect against the malware. These all are the limitations for the firewall. After that, whenever you talk about the firewall that supported the three filters. So let's start with the first filter, that is the packet filter. So how the packet filter work in a firewall, that's the most important point. So first one, that is the simplest, fastest firewall component that is founded by any firewall system. How the working of the packet filter? So it examines each IP packet and permit or deny according to the rules. Means the main logic is that examine each and every IP packet and then after apply the permission or then after apply the deny term according to the rule. So you can directly say that whenever using the concept of the packet filter, you can directly apply the restriction on a via port. So here default policy, that is the part of the packet filter. So that is about the concept of the packet filter. Here you just see the diagram for the packet filter. So here you just see application, then after the transport, then after the internet, then after the network, then after the physical. So that is the end-to-end layer, that is end-to-end layer. So here the second diagram, that is the packet filtering router in between internet and private network. So how? So here you just see that is the internet, in between the private network, in between I put the packet filtering router. So this is the way you can apply the packet filtering router for the firewall concept. After that, which kind of attacks? That is the part of the packet filtering. So mainly three types of attack. One, that is known as the IP address spoofing. Second one, that is the source routing attacks. And third one, that is known as a tiny fragment attacks. So IP address spoofing means what? So at that time, whatever the fake source address, that to be trusted. So that add filter on a router to block. Source routing attacks means what? Attacker sets a route other than default, that is, so that block source routed packets. And tiny fragment attacks means what? It split the header information over several tiny packets. So with using this, either you can go for the discard or you can go for the reassemble for the packet before checking. So these all are the attacks that is generally applied on packet filter. After that, packet type number 2, firewall type number 1, that is the packet filter. So with using the packet filter, I can directly implement the firewall concept. Second one, stateful packet filter. So what's the meaning of that? So it directly supported the traditional packet filter concept, but it do not examine higher layer contexts in a packet filter. But here stateful packet filter address generally examine each IP packet, means it keep track of each and every IP packet for the client server session. It check each IP packet validity belongs to 1. So that is, with using this you can directly able to detect bogus packet out of the context. So with using this you can directly apply the inspection also, and you can apply the inspection for the limited application data. So that is about the concept of the stateful packet filter. After that, third one, firewall category number 3, that is the application level gateway. So that is application specific gateway or proxy that have a full access to a protocol. How? So user request service from proxy. Proxy validate the request as a legal request. Then according to this apply the action request and return result to the user. So this is the normal scenario between the client, proxy and server. So it can directly log traffic or audit traffic at application layer. So must remember one thing, it needs special or separate proxy for each service. Means some services naturally support proxy and others are more problematic. So here must remember one thing, each and every proxy supported the different services. That is about the talk about the concept of the application level gateway. So here you just see the diagram. Application level gateway, application transport, internet, network, physical. So that in between I put the application proxy. So here you just see that is the outside host, that is the inside host. In between I put the application level gateway. So application level gateway using the different protocol, HTTP, all of you know the full form of that, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, FTP, File Transfer Protocol, Telnet, Telecommunication Network. So these all are the application level gateway. So application level gateway directly put in between the inside host and outside host. After that, circuit level gateway supported which kind of connection? So it totally relies two TCP connection, that is imposing by the security by applying the limitation which connections are allowed and which connections are not allowed. Once you create the particular relay traffic without examining the contents, here using the concept of trust and trust for the internal users by allowing general outbound connection. So here for the circuit level gateway, which particular concept that is used with the circuit level gateway, that is the SOCs. So SOCs is commonly used for the circuit level gateway. After that, here you just see application level gateway, then after the talk about the circuit level gateway. So here the diagram remain as it is, but here you put the circuit level proxy between the transport layer. In application level gateway, you directly put the application concept between the application layer. So here you just see the outside host is there and inside host is there, and in between I put the gateway, and that is known as a circuit level gateway because here I creating a one circuit. So that's the circuit level gateway. After that, what's the configuration behind the firewall? So here you just see the configuration of the firewall. So firewall system for the single system, single home, this is the configuration for that. So here you just see the internet is there, packet filtering router is there, information server is there, and different private network is there, and western host, that is known as a single host. So that is the configuration, that is the firewall configuration. So that is for the single host. Second diagram, that is generally used for the dual host. One for the single host, one for the dual host. So that is the configuration for the dual host. After that, this is the most important diagram, distributed firewalls. So here you just see the distributed firewall means one internet, then after the different remote users, then after the different LAN switches, then after the different web server, then after the email server, then after the DNS server. So if you want to establish the distributed firewall, so with using this concept, you can do that. Again, I repeat the diagram. One internet is there, then after the boundary router is there, then after the external router is there, then after the LAN switch is there, then after the concept of the web server, concept of the email server, concept of the DNS server, in between that is the applications and distributed servers, and then after the last one, that is the different web servers. So that is regarding the concept of the distributed firewalls. After that, summary of the firewall location and different topologies. So how many types of topologies supported by the firewall? First one, that is known as a host resident firewall. Second one, that is known as a screening router. Third one, that is the single basin inline, single basin T, double basin inline, double basin T, and last one, that is the distributed firewall configuration. So this is regarding the concept of the firewall location and topologies. So that's all about the today's session. In the particular session, the concept of the firewall, using the concept of the packet filter, using the concept of the application level gateway, using the concept of the circuit level gateway, and then after the talk about the concept of the distributed firewall. So that's all about the today's session. Thank you for watching.